Hey, how's it going? We get a lot of the same questions again and again about pre-qualifications and about where information is stored inside the safety folder. So with that, I know I've handed out emails, I know I've sent out PowerPoint presentations. We're going to ramp it up a little bit, and here's basically a little bit of a video that at least shows you what's inside the safety folder. I hope this is beneficial, so let's get with it. Open up my computer. We'll go to the public drive. If you've already mapped the public drive as a network location, you can just double click on it there, or if you've actually thought ahead and mapped the safety folder that's on the public drive to a network location, you can double click that. But let's go ahead and double click public drive. You can scroll down, or you can hit the S key, which takes you to the first thing listed in the S. Double click on safety, and here is a wealth of information all for you to refer to. But let's start with the start here for contract prequals. This will be the first folder all the time in this folder. And this is going to be a very good location for you to start searching for information for that's requested on your prequals. So we open that up. Let's go to EMR. You can choose the 2012 edition, latest EMR with combined rates. It's going to pull that up. There you go. Next, we can come down to some of this is specific to certain projects. You can look for MSHA stuff if you need to know the MSHA identification number. You can open that Word document and it is going to provide you with the identification number. It's D566 and P620. Normally it's P620. Come down for OSHA citations if you need to know when they were, like OSHA citations from the last 3 years. It's going to give you the date, inspection number, violation, give the penalty amount. Usually when contractors ask for this information, we attach it and send it to them. If you need to know the 300 logs, here they are for branches and long-term projects. Long-term projects are projects that are there for more than 1 year. Company-wide is right in here for OSHA 300 logs. If you need the 300A forms, which are the summaries, which are what needs to be posted between the 1st of February and the 30th of April, you can come here for the entire company, done by year, and for our branches or long-term projects. Next, you come in resume, return to work policy, safety at Miller Electric Company, which is a very good article to send to customers that require what our safety policies consist of. It explains a little bit in this 4-page document. And last but not least, in here is a very vital piece of information, which is the safety performance spreadsheet 2009 through 2011. Open this up and you will have, you print it out. You have the standard industry code, SIC code, which is actually has been phased out, and they are using the NAICS designation, but if it's asked for, it's there for you. Has the experience mod, employee hours worked, recordable injuries, incident rate, lost time injuries, lost time incident rate, DART rate, total incident rate, and fatalities. There's also this spreadsheet over here that you can refer to, 2009, 10, and 11, 3-year totals. Talks about percentage above or below BLS national average. Here's our BLS national averages for the standard industry code. Choosing 2010's 3.7 since 2011 is not out yet, and then 59% below. That's there for you to use. Here's also TCIR and DART calculation. You can disregard those. I use those for calculating these numbers here. So that's the start here of pre-quals. Next is CD labels. You can forget that. Don't worry about it. Driver handbook has the entire driver handbook. If you don't happen to have a book at your location, you can print this out. Here's also the vehicle accident forms. That should be in every vehicle. Drivers, there's a shortcut to the list of drivers. Once again, vehicle accident reports, and here's a copy of the vehicle inspection card. You can disregard EEO reports. You can disregard that. Forms and checklists, background, company vehicles. Once again, employee injury or illness. Here's our employee's report of injury, medical treatment refusal form, and the supervisor's accident investigation report that you can print out. Energized work forms. Here's our most current. And then there's also a bunch of inspection checklists: forklift, excavation, electric tool and cord inspection, a ditch witch, confined spaces, aerial lifts, scaffolding, summer helper acknowledgement form, toolbox talk sign-in sheet. Maybe you've used your last one and you need another one. Well, here you go. You can just print that out and you can use it. If you need anything for heat related, heat index chart, heat stress to have a safety meeting, you can disregard investigations. If you're working with ISNetworld, that's where you'll store your information. You can disregard job site hyperlinks, but job site posters are the required posters on all job sites. You can come in here to choose your state, and don't forget to choose the federal, because here's the federal required posters. If you needed to email somebody these posters, instead of selecting all of them, you can just select the WinZip file and send that. It includes all of the PDFs that you see there. And the same thing goes for every folder. It'll have a zip file and the individual. If you need a copy of the orientation video, let's say your DVD is broke or your DVD player is broke and you need to play it on a computer, here it is for you. You can copy this to your system and play it there. I do not recommend playing it through Citrix. Safety references, MECO history, safety certificates, our subcontractor pre-qualification form for our subs, some memos we put in here that in case you need to recall information that had gone out and is not in a manual. Speaking of manuals, here's the first one, MSDS. Here's our material safety data sheets. And here's MSHA information. Here's our Miller Electric Company Part 46 training plan for MSHA, which is the Mine Safety and Health Administration. Here's our new employee handbook. If you want an individual section, there you go, but if you need the entire handbook, there's the PDF with everything in it. OSHA projects, OSHA reporting documents, you need a quality assurance plan, resumes for myself and William Watson, safety CD, very good information. Here's a README on how to use it, but basically you open it up, double click on begin, it will open up your web browser, and it will provide you with the following: safety manual, employee handbook, and material safety data sheets. Material safety data sheets basically tells you click on view MSDS to view individual data sheets. Print MSDS will open all the MSDSs, which is 216 pages in Adobe Acrobat, and then you can print it out from there. Back to the home page. Here's a safety manual. If you needed to go through the safety manual and quickly look at something, let's say I needed a energized work permit, I could click that, and there is the energized work permit. If I needed something on hand and power tools, there is our policy. If you need our policy statement from our president, you can choose it there. Employee handbook is the same. Here's the complete handbook in PDF if you wanted to print it out there. Orientation test, jury duty policy, military leave, introduction, and so be it. Very handy piece of information right there. Makes it easy. But if you needed the entire safety manual, if you wanted to send it to a contractor or to a job site, you can send the entire safety manual. Please remember that it's almost 21 megabytes, so I don't know if it'll go through some contractors' filters. Substance abuse, toolbox talks manual. You need the entire toolbox talks manual to go to a project or to a customer that they want to view our toolbox weekly safety toolbox talks. There it is. It's roughly 2 megabytes. Training. This is good for, there's a couple of training programs in here: fire extinguisher, hexavalent chromium, new hire processes. In here, there's a safety video in this folder, and then once again, here is our new employee orientation, just in case somebody gets confused on where to look. Training records. It's going to open up in Excel, choose read only, and here is a list of classes down here: JLGs, scissor lifts, crane, rigging, forklift, 70E, lockout, tagout, asbestos, confined space. The list goes on. and you can choose and look and find out if your personnel have received training. Some of the other stuff down below you won't be able to access. We use that internally, but if you think that you will be able to benefit from it, please go ahead and open it up. And that pretty much covers the safety folder. Okay, so that is the safety folder in all its glory. Hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight on where you can find the information and how to actually use the safety folder to your benefit. This is going to improve efficiency by you not having to wait on somebody to answer a call or an email, especially when that answer is check the safety folder. So with that, I thank you very much for your attention and have a safe day.